So I recently flew on Philippine Airlines for the first time in my entire life. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy since I've lived in the Philippines for almost 2 years of my life. I have never flown PAL once. We've flown Cebu Pacific and AirAsia Philippines. Some of you know our experiences on those flights. But this is the first time flying on the Philippines, I would say, premium airline. And this premium airline, apparently from a quick Google search, is the oldest airline in Asia. It was founded in 1941. Philippines Airline has been around since World War II. That's pretty surprising and pretty cool. Anyways, this was not just a normal flight. This was a 13-hour flight across the Pacific Ocean to San Francisco, California. Yeah, it's an international Philippines to US flight, and it was a long one. Actually wasn't just that flight, because the cheapest way to get from the Philippines to California was to fly first to Bangkok and then fly from Bangkok on Philippines Airlines to Manila, have a layover, and then fly from Manila to San Francisco. So that's what I did. Flew to Bangkok using AirAsia, I believe, or Cebu Pacific, maybe AirAsia. Pretty uncomfortable. For some reason, the 4-hour flights on the budget airlines just are always awful because you cannot sleep because you're sitting straight up like a board. I got there and I had a few days in Bangkok. It was actually during the Songkran festival, which was pretty crazy time. I wasn't there to take part in the festival, but I ended up unwillingly being sprayed by freezing cold water on the street. Yeah, so that happened a few times. I ate the delicious food in Bangkok. I really like Bangkok. It's a really cool city. Spent a few days in Phuket down in southern Thailand. Beautiful area, beautiful scenery, incredible place. Just spent a few days down over there in Thailand, and then had to go to the second airport in Bangkok, which is actually kind of for the premium airlines, because the other DMK, I believe it's called, airport only has the budget airlines. Like Cebu Pacific would fly there, AirAsia would fly there, ones like that. This airport, which is not the one I've been to before, had all the like Delta, Singapore Airlines, and Philippines Airlines. So that shows that this airline is a little more upscale than these other budget airlines. Anyways, got to the airport, had a nice 4-hour flight. I got snacks on there and it was pretty comfortable. It was significantly more comfortable than AirAsia, like significantly. And there's a lot of legroom, a lot of space. The seats reclined. They were much more comfortable. After that little flight, I had 24-hour layover in Manila. This is the point where I wanted to do some skit, very emotional, crying, screaming, all that stuff. But it ended up just being a day where I ended up packing all my extra stuff, selling anything I didn't want or couldn't bring, and then everything else, we moved it over to Isaac's condo. So now he's got a dual monitor setup and all my food. Just kind of the last little bit of stress there, really packing it up. But we got it done, said our goodbyes, and that will be the last time I see Isaac for a while. Anyways, then I made the long journey from Quezon City to the airport. Philippines Airlines is in Terminal 1. Got there, got my bags out. They're heavy, had a nice whole process getting the bags checked. One of them was a little overweight. Workers there were so helpful to get everything to the right weight, let me unpack it, weighed it for me. Super cool. But once I got past security, there was no food available. Everything there was, of course, overpriced. Some of the things that were regular price, like there was a Subway that was normal Philippines price, but they didn't take international cards for some reason at an airport. Hey, there's going to be a lot of people from different countries in this airport. Let's make them pay in pesos. Let's just say I didn't get to eat. And I was like, okay, but I'll get food on the plane, right? Flight got delayed about 2 hours. Just have insanely bad luck with flights out of the Philippines apparently, but eventually did get boarded, and on this flight for a long 13-hour haul across the Pacific Ocean to San Francisco. Once getting on the plane and taking off, everybody got a little like goodie bag that had epic blindfold, cool blue socks that I didn't wear because I was wearing shoes and I didn't feel like bending over and putting them on with people sitting next to me. I believe it came with a toothbrush and toothpaste as well. Didn't end up using that. The leg room on this flight was actually very impressive. There was no issues with uncomfort at all. The seats were comfortable. They reclined a decent way back. And on a flight like that, you're definitely reclining. The tray was decent size, so everything was super comfortable. I would say it's like the same standard as some of the other really nice airlines I've flown. United Airlines, Singapore Airlines. The comfort was very similar to that. I did find 2 movies that were pretty entertaining that I did not finish because I fell asleep. That's how comfortable it was. During my first movie, which I believe was Oppenheimer, the only thing that kept me awake at the beginning was the first meal. And I would say it's a pretty usual plain meal. I mean, it was some sort of cream sauce chicken with rice. It was pretty good. The flavor was decent. Obviously, it's not something that's gonna blow your dang socks off, but it came with a salad. And the coolest thing was that it came with dried mangoes, and there was also a cake thing that was pretty good. Anyways, another few hours went by. I mean, we're probably repping the 6-hour mark here. While I was sleeping away, I woke up with a delicious corned beef sandwich on my tray. Flight attendants were nice enough to put it on my tray. I think I still had it open, so they didn't just skip over me. They put it nice right there on me. So I woke up and I see this hot sandwich still sitting there. Corned beef is a scary thing for me. I mean, I've had it a few times at hotels in the Philippines and it's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but that sandwich was good. I think it was like, I don't know if it was mixed with mayo or butter or what. The bread on it was really good. I don't know, I liked it a lot. It was super salty, but it was pretty tasty. Anyways, after that, it was time for more sleep. I told you I slept for over 8 hours on this flight. I think I popped a melatonin just to help myself sleep, and it worked like a charm. For breakfast, I had what was apparently chicken sisig and egg. I've never had a sisig that quite tastes like this. I mean, first of all, the chicken was shredded. It wasn't really like normal sisig, and it was very, very sour. It didn't taste like sisig. It didn't feel like sisig in my mouth, so I'm not sure if it was sisig other than the name on the menu. It wasn't very good. I didn't like it very much. The only saving grace of the whole meal was that it came with another bun. Thank God. Finally, I made it to San Francisco after 13 hours of mostly sleeping, which is good. Had another few hour layover. After the 2-hour delay, I was a little scared I was going to miss that flight, which was a Delta flight that I booked separately from my Philippines airline flight. Got to Minnesota, got through immigration. It was a long fracking day. I believe I was in transit for over 24 hours if you include airports and waiting and flying and waiting after the fact. I'm back in the USA now, and overall, PAL was a good airline, and I think it can compete with a lot of the other high quality airlines around the world. The seats were comfortable, the amenities were good, and the plain food was pretty good other than that weird sisig. That was pretty A lot of you have asked to see vlogs about my life here in Minnesota, so I am going to be doing some content here from Minnesota, whether it's having my family try different Filipino foods. I'm going to show you guys around kind of my setup here, where I live, my room, the surrounding areas. I mean, there's a lot of greenery here, actually. Look out the window, it's pretty green. We have a lot of things planned for this channel. There will be more videos. I know it's been a while. Just getting back into the swing of things is hard, especially when we have to keep up on our other content on our other channels, but back into the swing of things here. We're hopefully going to do some cool hybrid vlogs between what me and Isaac are doing at the same time and the different sides of the world, which might be something unique. I don't know if I've ever seen videos like that, at least like lifestyle vlogs where it's separate sides of the world going back and forth. We will see you in the next video. Hopefully we'll have more videos for you guys throughout the weeks here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.